We discussed the Dragon's Lair Kickstarter about a month ago, and how it wasn't reaching its goal, and why. It was what they wanted to raise. Was it $550,000?
Yeah, it was a bit.
It was a bit of money, and it was to do a pitch video, like a 10-minute pitch video.
I think it was $500,000, something like that.
I think it was over $500,000. Didn't reach the goal. They canceled it, and they went back. They went to Indiegogo, because one of the reasons why in Indiegogo you can do flexible goal, meaning you keep the money no matter what, whether or not you reach your goal.
Right.
So they funded it at $250,000. To their credit, Bluth and Company were a little bit more upfront about the funding, in terms of it being, this is for a pitch video. We're not making a 90-minute theatrical animated movie off of this. That'd be insane to think you could do that. So they raised their $250,000 on Indiegogo. However, they adjusted it from a 10-minute pitch video down to a 4-minute pitch video, which is fine because they asked for less money, and it makes sense. One thing to be careful about, and this was a little more clear this time, is what does that pitch video entail? The pitch video is not 4 minutes
animation
of classical animation. They disclosed that it's 1 minute classical animation, and then the other 3 minutes will probably be just like still sketches and mock-ups of different scenes. That, because this is a pitch video to pitch to studios to fund what were they asking for? $75 million.
Yeah.
To do a full 90-minute Dragon's Lair animated movie. So it passed its goal. That's great. But unfortunately I think this is where the journey ends. I don't think much is going to change. They're going to get the pitch video. They're gonna shop it out to people, but it's just don't see $75 million being raised still. I just don't see it.
I don't either, and it's actually
$70 million.
70. Yeah, I thought it was 70. I don't know that I see it happening, which is sad because I love classical animation, and more than classical animation, I love Don Bluth's animation. Not all of his movies were good. To be fairly honest, a lot of them were crap. But
All Dogs Go to Heaven wasn't good.
No, I didn't say all of them were bad. I liked plenty, especially Secret of Nim, First Land Before Time. But there's a reason why Disney doesn't do it anymore. I don't think people see the money in it anymore. I think
it's a much bigger risk.
To 70 million budget. That means that movie has to do 140.
Well, that's just to break even.
Just to break even.
It'll have to do 250, 300 or to be worth their time.
That's absolutely insane. I mean, I'll go see it. I will go see it day one to go watch classical Don Bluth animation. I would go. I would be first in line. But I'm not in the majority there. I don't think. I think that the time of that is past, and it sucks. But this is a pie in the sky dream.
One of the complaints I saw in terms of where we are in this day and age is that would audiences want to see the typical princess damsel in distress on screen in 2000, whatever this would be, 16 or 17, if it get made? Would there be not necessarily a backlash, but just a disinterest in that in general? To see if it was a straight adaptation of a obviously highly sexualized princess, which I personally, if there's an audience, there's an audience, but would there be an audience? Again, this is the thing I spoke about. This isn't for kids. If you're,
they would have to make it for kids.
Her nipples pop out 3 inches.
Yes,
I mean, it's not for kids.
Well, they would have to make it for kids. They would obviously have to make it for kids. For this to have any chance of succeeding in any way, shape, or form, this would have to be a PG at best, because you're not going to make a PG-13 animated movie and make anywhere close to what the budget was to begin with. It would have to be something that people felt like they could take their kids to see. It would have to be, and it's fitting because he worked on it, it would have to be... It would have to be... I mean, you could make it kind of dark. You could make it kind of scary. You just couldn't over-sexualize it. It would have to be like Sleeping Beauty, which he's well known for. When he had his brief time at Disney,
and that's one of the darkest Disney animated movies.
Very, very dark. So like that would have to. I mean, it would have to be along those lines. And I never expected this if this was to actually come to fruition. I never expected this to be a straight adaptation of the the Playboy modeled Daphne in distress sort of movie. but I still. I just don't. I don't even see like a Disney style version of Dragon's Lair doing it.
One of the storyboards, and people were getting on a little bit about this. It's on the Indiegogo page. One of these storyboards, if you pledge for the Super Collector, set of 10 original story sketches from Dragon's Lair, the movie pitch presentation, and one of them are two boys, teenagers, leaning over and looking at some sort of teenage blonde girl in a tub, and you can see her bare ass in this picture.
All right.
So I think what you just said is out the window.
Yeah.
This would be a PG-13 sort of movie. Then again, I'm not sure. I don't know if audiences are ready for her. Then again, I guess Angelina Jolie, you did see her CG animated ass in Beowulf, I think, as the what is it, the sea creature or whatever. I don't, but that was very violent movie, so maybe it could work. I think Beowulf did okay business, but this looks like a Disney movie though, so I don't think people would be ready for.
Beowulf wasn't classical animation.
Exactly, people would be like, "Whoa, I'm used to seeing Little Mermaid, now I'm seeing." Is that proper? I'm trying to see. I hope that's on an underage blonde animated.
Right. Well, then what I suggested it would need to work is obviously not what they're.
That's not what they're doing. Which again, they can do whatever they want, but is there a market for it?
No.
Well, they reached their goal, but obviously it's less than 4,000 people, and you're not gonna make a movie. 4,000 movie tickets that's not gonna move the needle.
4,001.
4,001. Even though there's still 30 days left. There's 16 days left, so they're gonna gain a little more, but probably not that much here. But so all right, well, I just hope they release that 1 minute of animation for us to see.
I'll be happy with that. Frankly.
That would be cool.
Yeah.